Hello and welcome to iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. This is Uncut Blade Soul. It's just you, me, some gameplay, and of course my character is joining us as well. Today we are in the Misty Woods and we are going to do the faction daily quest. It's very exciting stuff, very exciting stuff. What the faction daily quests are is their daily quests, and if you've played MMOs ever in your life, then you know that daily quests are pretty much they're in every MMO that's ever been created. And if an MMO exists and it doesn't have daily quests, then it is going to not exist in the very near future because daily quests it's what keeps the game alive, It's what keeps you coming back for more even though, in your heart of hearts, you're done with the game. Right, but you're like, nah, but I gotta do my dailies, and I gotta take care of that because that it's this weird progression thing that every day you complete them, you're one step closer to becoming America's Next Top Model and just so many other things. But anyway, kidding aside, these dailies are in an area of the map that is it sort of concentrates the open world PvP for the game. There's still not that much of it. Every once in a while you'll get into a nice little fight, but for the most part, but these dailies, the faction daily quests, they require you to wear your faction uniform that I affectionately call my silk pajamas. So you have to put on your silk pajamas, and if you come across a player wearing the opposite color silk pajamas, then you got to fight with them because you know different, perpetuating the fact that different colors will always feud with one another. But anyway, let's start doing these quests. Essentially, it's just a bunch of standard quests. Kill this, do that, and pick up this, and all. It's very basic. And as an assassin, it's almost at this point in the game. I kind of do these in my sleep. They're not really challenging. Uh, to a certain extent, they never really were because they're just daily quests. Oh no, this box, all your boxer belong to me. You can't have this one. And here we go. Yeah, that wasn't fun. That wasn't cool. Yeah. So yeah, they're not challenging, but it's just something to do, and that's what daily quests are. They're just sort of the busy work for MMOs. So what was I saying? I was saying something about silk pajamas and other things. But yeah, they do go a lot faster if you do them in a group. I'm doing them solo right now because I have no friends, and I do, but not really. Not a lot. Not That's neither here nor there. That's a conversation for another day, or maybe therapy. Who knows? But anyway, I'm gonna steal this box from this person because I have no manners and I'm rude, and people take boxes from me all the time. I'll accept his invite. There we go. Okay, I wonder if he's gonna get credit because I started picking up the box after I joined the group. But I'm gonna stay in the group, but it doesn't really matter. One thing that's always been weird about MMOs is that there's a lot of cops outside, but I don't care. I'm just gonna keep talking through it. They're MMOs, I think, are probably the strangest. It's getting louder. MMOs are the strangest social experiment that's ever been created. It's. Oh, I'll wait for it. Oh, come on. Is he stuck in traffic outside or something? Okay, he's going away. So I was trying to say MMOs are they're like a weird social experiment where it's this thing where people have the ability to be social with one another, and they can work together to complete objectives and do things just together. There's a lot of stuff in the game that promotes togetherness, especially in Blade and Soul. I find that you can group up with one other person and just improve your effectiveness by so much. you can improve your effectiveness just by so much by grouping with one other person. And then, you know, the more friend, if you have a group of 3 other friends in Blade and Soul, you can pretty much conquer the world and just be the ultimate successful. See, I could have helped him just there, but you know, he's fine. He's fine. But yeah, so yeah, this game definitely promotes having a small, tight knit group of friends and then grouping with them and having a blast with them. Because there are 20, you know, big group raids and things like that, but it's not designed for an organized group of 24. Like, you can enter the big 24-man content with, you can enter it solo or you can enter it with 6 people and clear it just fine because it's like this big group clusterfuck kind of event. But my point is, even though there's so many things in Blade and Soul that are just designed, I'm just gonna kill this guy. Come back, come back, come back. There you go. Even though there are so many systems in Blade and Soul that pretty much say, hey, if you meet somebody in the world, just group with them forever because it'll be super effective that way. Most people don't do it. There's just so many people that don't do it, and it's not even just in Blade and Soul though. It's in every MMO that I've ever played ever. It's just people are just reluctant to actually cooperate and be friendly and become friends, and just it's weird. It's a weird thing. Ugh, it's a weird thing, and that I'm ughing because me too. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's okay. See, okay. Well, you know, maybe I'm just sort of flipping this whole thing on my head. This whole bullshit I was talking about, people not cooperating and stuff, because I read the chat and he said he was going to kill Kit Cho, so I'm gonna go kill Kit Cho with him. Kit Cho is one of the NPCs that. Oh no. I don't want this. Oh, this is not good. I shouldn't be here. Kit Shell is back and just, I'm not in a PvP spec. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Oh gosh. Okay. So this isn't really how it was supposed to go, right? It was supposed to just be simple, and I wasn't planning on. He's back. He's back. Oh Christ. Nope. This is not going well. I'm just. Oh gosh. Okay. No. Okay. We're gonna walk away from this. Where are we? Are we gonna fight? Maybe. Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight? Killed him. Look at that. I'm gonna step on him. Bad manners. Okay, there we go. So here's Kit Show. Look at this. So this is not what I was expecting to happen. 9 times out of 10 when I do dailies, I don't run into people. But so this is just the 10th time when just shit just happens to be really cool. And you get to sort of do all the stuff that's supposed to happen when you do dailies. Like, when you do dailies, this is what's supposed to happen. This is the experience that the game is trying to promote, right? It's this thing where you go into this contested area and you might bump into some other players. And there we go. Kit Shull is dead. I've completed an objective for my dailies. And I still have to kill a couple more guys over here. I don't know if... This guy seems like he's coming back for more, and I don't know if we want to fight him up again. But he's eating this thing. Oh, well, that person's still dead on the floor, and I could try and res them. This is a weird thing we're noticing right now. If you look off into the distance, you'll see that the member of the Red faction, the Cerelian Order, no, not the Crimson Legion, is resurrecting a member of the Blue faction. Now, obviously, as soon as he's resurrected, he's going to be slaughtered mercilessly, because that's what you saw. That's what you do. See, look at that. He's been resurrected, and now he's been killed immediately. This is just sort of a weird paradox that's happening here. They're killing him and resurrecting him repeatedly. No doubt this is how they're going to complete their daily quest. This is very cruel. This is a very cruel activity, and I don't want any part of this. Hello. Okay. See, so we're gonna go after this guy for being rude. For being rude over here. Cause why not? And he's gone. Okay, I'm just gonna go finish my dailies. Man, let it. Excuse me. I'll cut that part out. Okay, so we've still got a couple more things to do to tidy up these dailies. Where did he go? I don't even know where he went. Oh, there he is. So anyway, so we've got a couple more things to do. We still got some items to pick up. We've got some things to kill, people to go, places to see, and these are. Well, there's actually a ridiculous amount of dailies in Blade and Soul that you can do at any given time. There's from the launch of this game, even before the first major content patch, there's been kind of an absurd amount of content to do, which is not a bad thing. I'm not complaining about that at all. Most games will, most MMOs will come out and there's not that much stuff to do, but with Blade and Soul, there's just been just a ridiculous amount of. No, you don't. There's just been a ridiculous amount of content to do, and it's almost overwhelming, the amount of stuff, because you know, you got these faction dailies, and then you also got your Black Ram supply chain, and then now you also have the Bloodshade Harbor, and then you also have Mushin's Tower, and then you have the PvP dailies, and then you have the something that's affectionately called the Big Four. It's a set of 4 dungeons that you can do. There's just sorry, I'm a little sick, but there's just so much stuff that you can do in Blade and Soul that it almost seems ridiculous, the amount of stuff you can do at any given time. It's a little bit overwhelming, because the game that I was playing for the last few years, the MMO, was Blade and Soul, and I don't think I want to be a part of that little clusterfuck. Here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna change channel. I'm gonna change channels because I don't feel like killing anybody else right now because I'm lazy. But what I'm gonna do, but yeah. So the last MMO that I was playing for multiple years was Final Fantasy XIV, and that is also a great game it's got a lot of stuff to do, but a lot of the stuff that there is to do in Final Fantasy, it never felt like I really needed to do it for any reason, right? So like you had dungeons, you had quote unquote PvP, you had a whole bunch of stuff to do at any given time, and it was all fun. It was all just, you know, different parts of the game that were enjoyable, but it just never felt like I needed to do them for any reason. But with Blade and Soul, every time I do a daily quest, I genuinely feel like I'm okay. I don't want to be here. There's too much going on here. But anytime I do a daily quest in Blade and Soul, I genuinely feel like it's helping me to progress somehow, and that's just not something that I felt in other games. Looks like there's some PvP action going on over here. That summoner, I'm gonna shift his position so we can beat on him a little bit. And he's gone. He countered me, but that's fine. You know, I should just be focusing on my objectives right now, because that's what I really need to do. I just need to kill like a few more of these guys. Okay. Nope. And I'm playing so terribly. I don't usually play this bad. And there's a fire truck outside. Oh, wait a minute. I finished my objective. Okay, somebody else finished it for me. That's fine. Okay, so I'm done. But my point is, Jesus Christ. Okay, my point is, the daily quest in Blade and Soul, and just the content in general for the game, it feels good to do it. You know, it makes you feel like you're progressing. It makes you feel like you're working towards something. And even the really simple stuff, like these daily quests that are just pretty much brain dead content, it's still enjoyable. And you know, when you finish it, you walk away and you're like, hey, at least I got my soul stones, and at least I got a little interesting PvP scenario out of it. and potentially made a friend. I'm gonna add him to my friends list. To your friend list. Okay, so there we go. But yeah, I lost my train of thought there, but it's fine. I'm gonna add this guy to my friends list. Try and not perpetuate the stereotype that I was just talking about that may not even be a real thing. And there you go. Oh, this guy looks cool. I'm so OCD today. I'm so OCD. That's a real problem that people have. You shouldn't say you're OCD if you're not OCD. Anyway, this has been iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. This is an episode of Uncut Blade Soul. It's just you, me, some gameplay, and of course, the Afro is joining us as well. But now the Afro is signing off because it's over, and that's what happens when things are over. They just end. So goodbye. Well, not goodbye. I will see you next time. That's better. There we go. Boom.